All right, so we are going to quickly dive in today, the top 10 horror movies of all time. And I'm coming at it with an unbiased opinion, just to give you my unvarnished reality and truth. So let's just dive into this quickly because I had to get this out there and on the record. And I wanted to keep it short and sweet because there are so many different angles you can take at it when you look at horror movies, scary movies. This is my guilty pleasure. I love these things. I love watching them. I love reading them. And I mean, everybody's got something that they enjoy, that they like to go and something that just is different than the rest of their life. Everybody's got something. You might find it in sports, you might find it in whatever. But we're going to quickly just dive into this because I had to set this straight, put this out there. My top 10, and I'm going to actually throw on there, and I put in a link as this was from Rotten Tomatoes, the top 200 horror movies of all time. Kind of just that is a conglomeration of a lot of different things because this is so subjective. So this is from my point of view, and if you have any disagreements or if you want to throw in your top 10, Phil, by all means, go for it. All right, so number 10 for me, Halloween. That is. And I'm not going to go into each one and explain it, give a whole plot or anything like that, but I'm just going to give them to you. Number 10, Halloween. The whole series, the whole saga, but the original, Halloween, 1978. Jamie Lee Curtis. All right, number 9, Children of the Corn, 1984, the very original version, the very first one. Number 8, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974. My numbers got all twisted on here. I'm going to just read it from here. Number 7, The Barbarian. This is a recent movie. It was very scary in a very different perspective. It had elements of comedy in it. I forget the guy's name who was on it. That's really funny, but he's on there, and I wish I had it in front of me, but I don't. So, but he was a hilarious guy. You should go check out The Barbarian. That's a very scary movie, very new actually. Number 6, The Lost Boys. It is a staple of vampire movies. It is a staple of vampire movies. Kiefer Sutherland, who's in it, and there's a lot of other famous actors. It is an oldie, but it is a very good one. Number 5, The Shining. This is tough. This is tough. This didn't make it further down the list for me, but nonetheless, it is crucial. It is critical when you think of horror movies, because I think of Jack Torrance every time he wants to he's got to throw in some aspirin, or I think in the book it's actually Excedrin. They didn't touch on it in the movie, but in the book it's Excedrin. He's and then like foam's got his mouth. It's just he's an odd duck. But I think everybody can relate to the authors of Stephen King, because in his books it's usually from Maine and it's usually an author and they're getting into something. Pretty much all of his books. It seemed like that. But this guy had the element of author or of a wannabe author. The Shining, number 5. Number 4. This is for the youngins, maybe the millennial-ish person. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Okay. Number 3, Silence of the Lambs. That was a very, very scary one. It has the FBI. I made it all the way to the FBI. Okay. And so number 2, this probably was, when I grew up, the scariest movie, and it's not even rated R, the scariest movie I'd ever seen. Freaked me out, and it also scared me. I watched it during the day as well, and it scared the heck out of me. The Ring. Number 2, The Ring. And then finally, last but not least, number 1, the top horror movie, scary movie of all time, unbiased, Brilliance. Number 1 is It. Every kid out there, if you're growing up, you're about 30, 40-ish, getting up there, you grew up with that traumatizing you as a child. It, the clowns were never the same again. So that's my top 10. I give it to you unvarnished. It is subject to change, but as I'm sitting right now, there you have it. So that is my top 10. What is your top 10? And I had to just keep this short and sweet because there's so many different ways we could go into this, and I'm going to talk about it more later on, but I wanted to actually just start the conversation. All right. My name is Brandon Fogal. We'll end it at that. Have a great day, folks.